Hey everybody, hope y'all are safe and doing well, being quarantined, all locked up, but I'm here to do my book review. I did No Nonsense Management by Richard S. Loma. It was originally published in 1977, and the front says a general manager's primer, and that is exactly what I think this book is. It's perfect. It gives a very realistic view and explanation of what it takes to be a sufficient manager. So for the first question, did the book do what it promised to do? I would say definitely yes. Even though it is an older book though, you know, it being published in 1977, it is still very relevant. I think the author kept in mind that possibly many generations would read this because there's nothing too specific to the time that it was published. And I found a lot of it was still actually all of it was applicable to today and just life in general, not even just management. I think that was really, really well done on the author's part. The reason I chose this book was because my grandfather, who kind of owned his own little business empire, loved this book. He marked it up with highlighter. The pink is me, the orange and yellow is him. And so I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to read this book. I haven't read it yet. So the next question, what were your takeaways? I got a lot from this book, considering that we're not, you know, really going to work unless you're an essential worker, and to which I thank you if you are. But me not going to work, I haven't really been able to apply this to the job part of my life, but I got a lot of takeaways to help in my home life. The last sentence on the first page of this book, I think, creates the perfect thesis for it, which is, the hard business world facts of life are that no rewards at all are granted for effort. They are granted only for results. And that's something I've kind of come to realization coming into my management position, and also just in life in general, is I found myself often saying I intended to, but the results are what matters, and that's what you gotta focus on and go for. Another takeaway is how important planning is, having a business plan or a plan of action for whatever you want to do. And then another really big takeaway I got from it is proper communication, listening, explaining things so that people understand them, and just polite etiquette, professional communication. I learned a lot about that from this book and how important that is. I wasn't too great at it before. And so another thing that I really took from this book is the very last page and or chapter 70. It's titled When Nothing Else Works, ... And it says, there will be moments when, despite all the training and experience that you've acquired, you will need help. Maybe not technical or quantitative help, but inspirational help. It's really not a bad idea to start each business day by renewing your awareness of your need for these qualities. And then it says, please God grant me the spark to imagine, the daring to innovate, the discipline to plan, the skill to do, the will to achieve, the commitment to be responsible, and the leadership to motivate. And I thought that was a really good way to end the book by saying, you know, you can apply all of your experience, all of the lessons from this book, and sometimes it just won't work out. And you just have to remember who you are, remember what your job is, and keep pushing forward and kind of pray sometimes. So I really appreciated that part. It's a very real ending to me. And then did I try any of these suggestions? I definitely did. Considering I haven't been to work in a month, I've definitely tried them more in my home life, and I've gotten a lot of improvements in communicating with my family members and planning. I've kind of learned from this book that life is self-management, and if you want to change a firm, you have to have a plan of action. So if I want to change my life, I need to have a plan of action. I need to communicate and take action and actually get the job done, because I've learned that just like staff, results are results no matter the intention. So I have to be that way with myself, and I'm seeing a lot of improvement in my just own life in general. And I'd say I definitely suggest this book to anybody. Give it a read. You will get something out of this book, but I guarantee you'll get a lot. So overall, this book did its job. and I definitely got a lot from it. So yeah, that's my book review discussion. Bye guys!